In the mountains of southeastern Afghanistan, a battle is underway between government troops and Islamic State militants, known here as Daesh. The Afghan troops are led by Haji Ghalib, once an inmate at the US military prison in Guantanamo Bay. He now commands forces in the front line against terrorism.
The fighting is taking place in the Maman Pass. God willing, very soon our forces will advance. God willing, we will defeat Daesh. They don't have the strength. If they had any strength, it has now been broken.
Ghalib is an experienced commander. He fought the Soviets and then the Taliban before being arrested by American forces in Afghanistan in 2003. Explosives were found next to the government compound where he worked. There were also letters linking him to Taliban leaders, which a US officer later conceded did not have much credibility.
First, I spent 7 days in an underground cell in Jalalabad, left over from the Russian times. They were treating me very badly, and they were beating me. They tied me to a bed and pulled my head down into a bucket of water with a cloth on my head. It was awful.
Ghalib was released without charge after 4 years in Guantanamo, angry about his treatment, but determined to put his people and his country first. He's now a district governor, spending his mornings dealing with villagers' petitions. He had hoped to lead a peaceful life until the Taliban assassinated his brother. As people came to mourn, he says a Taliban bomb placed in the grave killed many of his extended family.
Of all the children, only these survived, who were at that time very small. This one was 4 or 5 months old. Her mother was holding her. All the others were killed.
So he returns to the front line, motivated by revenge. First, he fought the Taliban. Now he's fighting Islamic State militants, and they are said to be led by another former Guantanamo inmate. Abdul Rahim Muslim Dost was allegedly a go-between between an Afghan militant group and Al-Qaeda. Released without charge 2 years before Ghalib, Dost reportedly rejoined the militants.
For a while we were in neighboring cells. We were in the 4th block, which has 4 rooms. He was in one room and I was in the other. Every hour we came out to have tea and food together. It was a real friendship.
That friendship is now just a memory. For Ghalib, the memory of his murdered relatives is more important. He says Dost slaughters innocent people, including children, and that he would show his former cellmate no mercy.